One more match to go, 17s in the month of March, and we're back in the 404 with a sense of community getting ready at Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the Chicago Fire. But first, we got to grab our passports, recap the weekend in Toronto. This is your AT&T countdown to kickoff. It was 2-0 from an anything but balmy BMO Field. 17s that saw 6 members of Gonzalo Pineda's starting 11 get their first MLS start of the season. Brad Guzan with 8 total saves on the evening, but Jason, it wouldn't be enough.
Tough night at the office in Toronto. Really difficult conditions, 18 degrees wind chill at kickoff. When it's like that, you just can't fall behind in the first half. And the goal that was conceded to Thiaré Spicer, bit of a backbreaker. Toronto's pressure caused Atlanta a lot of problems, couldn't get into a rhythm, and Toronto got the goal before the halftime break. But look, then it's a good response to it and a good response in the second half. Unfortunately, Atlanta couldn't create enough chances and capitalize. Toronto gets to the second, and it was lights out at that point for the Five Stripes north of the border.
The FIFA international window wraps up this week, which means the Five Stripes will be back to full strength. A lot of big-time minutes for several of our guys that saw Bartosz Ślisk get some time with Poland, Gigi doing his usual thing with Greece, Thiago Almada, captain's armband, number 10 on his back as he got a big result against Mexico. Caleb Wiley with the Olympic team as well, from top to bottom for the guys who were away. Impressive stuff. The question will now be fitness as they make their way back.
Yeah, it's tough. Look, you get the extra day because the match this weekend is on Sunday. That's going to help those guys coming back from international duty. Some of them have played a lot of minutes. But in Toronto, you had some players get minutes as well. So they're able to get into a little bit of a rhythm that they couldn't get to before. Dax McCarty gets the start, goes 90. Noah Cobb gets the start, goes 90. A lot of players getting time that can then spell some of the players coming back from international breaks. So you can split the difference a little bit.
Way down here, 17s, we don't do deep dish. It's time to, in front of the 17s, serve up another 3 points with a Cobb salad on the side, back at Mercedes-Benz Stadium as we get ready for the Chicago Fire. A very new look Chicago Fire side this year. Kellen Acosta in the midfield with a bit of luck on St. Paddy's Day, finding his first goal of the season. A golazo be it. They've also got some offensive talent this year. Brian Gutierrez, the young fella, starting to come into his own. Shurdan Shaqiri away with the Swiss national team as well. Tough place to try and find your footing at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah, they've got a legendary manager in Frank Klopas who's been there before, a U.S. soccer legend, a Chicago legend, going back to the Chicago Sting days. This is a team that's trying to jump into a new era. They have some returning parts. You mentioned Gutierrez, one of my favorite young players in Major League Soccer. They have the talented Shaqiri, but they've added some new faces as well. Hugo Kuipers and Kellen Acosta is such a good addition for Chicago. Brings a little bit more steel in the middle of the park. Don't know if he'll have that much luck or the wind-aided goals like he did on St. Patrick's Day, but this is a Chicago team that I think is going to be better as the year goes on. Where are they this week? We're going to find out.
Switching it up this Sunday, kickoff will be at 3:30 Eastern time on not only the MLS Season Pass, but on Fox as well. And you and Mike will be a little bit warmer here back at home for the call on 92.9 The Game.
No need for the space heaters in the booth at the Benz. 2:30 for the Five Stripes Countdown with Abe Gordon and Garrett Chapman. Mike and I will be starting just after 3:30, and the full-time report will take you home.
To another 3 points on the horizon. Cheers to that. 17s, take a slice. We'll see you on Sunday.